Happy Sunday, folks! Another beautiful, beautiful fall day. Um, yeah, I see blue skies already. There wasn't even that much to burn off. And yeah, but we're here. Again, this is like 140? 140? 141? Something like that. That's a lot of socials. And that's possible because of you folks. Well, I guess it's more possible. It's not any less possible because of you folks. And for that, thank you. I try to remember all these things in the first minute so people can see it when I post it on that little thing of Instagram or Facebook. But don't forget your T-shirts. We still got a bunch of shirts. We got vinyls, we got CDs, stickers, all that stuff. As always, you can find all that stuff on josephbiss.com. You can find out when shows will be, where music will be released. And yeah, yours is a good boy already. He's just a good guy. And yeah, you coming up? Coming up. Guys, Dad, I want them to see my pretty fall bandana with oak leaves on it. Yeah, oh, that's a good smell. That's mahogany, isn't it, Dad? I could tell. He's a good boy. But yeah, my throat may be a little hoarse. I'm next to a campfire, and it was outside all day yesterday, and I can feel it. I can feel it deep down in the bowels of my throat. The dowels? Is that like a wooden rod? I meant to say bowels, but throat bowel didn't sound so nice. Seriously, stop messing with stuff. But yeah, my brothers are in town, which is pretty cool. One lives in Maine, one lives in Chicago. So I don't see them very often. So it's been nice the last couple of days. And yeah, but they understand I had some obligations this morning to record some tunes. So after this, I will let the computers do what they're gonna do and go hang some more. But let's play some tunes first. Let's play us some tunes. I came up with a little idea for a new T-shirt. Stay tuned. I got the idea. I just have to execute the illustration, and then I'll probably wait to order those until we have some shows, and that it'll kind of be you can get them live at a show and online at the same time kind of thing. I'll release them something special, but it is another song shirt. It'll be another an ode, a little tip of the hat to one of my songs, which is neat. Most of them are that. This being the exception. That's the cover of Live from the Living Room, live album we did in this very living room. It's pretty cool. Haven't listened, that's one of my favorite albums. Yeah. Well, of mine. What are you getting huffy at, big boy? He's just doing his huffs out front. One thing I do know. We like to have fun around here. No one's gonna do it for us. No scrum the roofs of concrete housing, for the concrete and the litter to call the space down at ground level. Observation of Bronx razor wire. Observation of Bronx razor wire. From the 95 supportive chain link fences, holding the bedrock there for safekeeping. Past the row and the bridge, I see a single blade from a ceiling fan, hogging what's left of the shoulder. Left to Queens, right homewards Albany. Left to Queens, right homewards Albany. Meandering our way back upstate, no north of the capital region. Or it surely doesn't count. That empire title died as the Adirondacks weathered down. Sharing makeup with the moon, longing loudly meet that fate soon. Rock and roll. Yeah. Yeah, how about that? Whoops. Ringing the bell. Except it's a milk jug. I didn't know if my wife was sitting there and just watching me be weird. Sometimes it happens. Well, I guess I'm always weird. It's just sometimes the timing of the weirdness and her walking by, you know, they line up. Two ships in the night. There it is. You could tell. Where's the set list? And they're like, it's right next to you. It's right there. And they're like, I don't know. Where to go? I got a few on here that I haven't. They've just been eluding set lists. So they're back. So I did something dumb. Last week when you saw me filing my nails, I wasn't paying enough attention to my nails and I was trying to watch the screen. I ended up filing the fat parts of my fingers down under here, which caused a couple layers of my calluses to separate. And it was a tender for a couple of days, but what it did do is now they're like super calluses. Not that I even touch the strings really with there intentionally. We still hit them, but it's got a whole new feel to it right now. It's neat. I need to find me a long-haired girl, finger-picking, flower-smoking, coffee-drinking girl, with eyes of crimson, they smile when I say, I need to find me a long-haired girl. Oh. Someone to share a long life with, someone to bury all of my kin. I need to find me a type of guy lass. Oh. Too many times have I been let down. My love snuffs out like an old can of flame. For sanity's sake, keep my love alone. I need to find a gal, share outside road. Oh. Sometimes her hair's pretty short. Her eyes are crimson, they smile when I sing. I need to find me a long-haired girl. And I think, that one was down a few clicks, and it got a groove. It's pretty nice. What's also pretty nice is I thought I was gonna have to apologize for a hole in my sweater, but it's getting covered by my guitar. And you may be like, Joseph, why didn't you just not say anything about the hole in your sweater that we couldn't see? I don't know, man. Maybe you have a hole in your sweater that you didn't want people to see, and you're like, people saw my hole in my sweater, and well, me too, man. It's okay. And ladies, and animals who may also wear sweaters. Thought she meant little shell, cardboard wine. Used to sell magic mushrooms in the parking lot of a church, in which I went to preschool. Mixing hair, tea stain in a meadow sunshine smile, with a heavy chest, a backyard spoil. Throwing axe in purple cashmere, hand me down years, hand to hand with an anxious me. Splendid, splendor, it started, it never mellow, melancholy, Splendid splendor, it started, it never mellow, melancholy. Splendid splendor, it started, it never mellow, melancholy. That was a good one too. Dang. That's the theme of the morning. We're gonna just kick it back a click or two. And by click, I mean like, I don't really use one. I don't. A metronome, something like that. A click would just be you're making it a little bit slower. And I saw an interview, and it was a long time ago, but it was with Tony Rice, who he is a bluegrass guitarist. Flat pick, not finger pick. Like just a guitar pick, but smoking fast, super hot, but very on point. And he's like, no, never used a metronome, never did any of that. He said the space of notes, they need to breathe, and I thought that was a cool thing, and not something I'll just use as a easy cop out for my loose timing, but it was an interesting thought. Yeah, it makes sense. I've been yelled at by guitar teachers in the past. Play to the metronome. We'll see. We'll see. The closest thing I do come to that is when I record stuff. I'll sometimes like make the little synth beats, which if you hear those drums, that's just my dumb fingers doing on this tiny little, yeah, 1 second. This little thing, little Korg K oscillator. This is a touchpad. Not anything like an iPhone screen anymore. This came out in like 2008, 2007, I think, something like that is when these came out. So it's really early touchscreen, but I can do and set that to all different pew, 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 and all weird stuff. So that's how I do all the drum stuff when I record. And that's about as close as I've ever come to playing with a click machine or anything like that. How about some more songs? Long distance grimace, short distance grin, foot to meter conversion, face first fall down our porch steps. Whoa, whoa. Don't you see the board owl in the apple split in twain? Paradolia, language we are fluent in. Whoa, 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 change the way Slowly I folded my socks, broken couch post coitus ray. Whoa, whoa. You swell from the yellowing orange to the brightest red. The sweetness I pull from you like nectar down my chin. Whoa. Till you see the barn owl in the apple split in twain. Paratolia language we are fluent in. Oh, 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 wow, look at this mighty ray of sun coming in here. We're hitting that's actually the sunrise. You guys are seeing the sunrise on the East Coast. Going through a very old mirror they took from my grandmother's house when she got done deaded it. While touching cupboard knobs heated by the sun, attic mouse is squeaking, not allowing the exhaust to run, content to stare at the weed with broken watches and an ink outline. Your watercolor splotches, a galvanized feeding trough. Finally reaching calmness, only last dregs of dread. A subtle tumble through the queen ant's nest, vibrating hands of mine unless it spreads. Seasonal migration of the 2-to-18-wheelers, a galvanized feeding truck of a crowd of mules and myself, finally getting the hang of this. I turn to phrase my holy well. Finally reaching calmness, only last dregs of dread, a subtle tumble through the queen ant's nest. Vibrating hands are fine unless it's spread. I muted it back here on accident. If you didn't tell us, Joseph, we wouldn't have known. Maybe. But yeah, cool. So I hope everyone's Sunday's just heckin' swell. Yesterday was beautiful. It was like mid-60s here in sunshine, and that sunshine in the sun was, it got hot. Now I was wearing a little outer dark clothes, and I had so many layers on, anticipating, you know, just like a breezy fall day. And I was in short sleeves come afternoon, and then as soon as it dipped under the trees, right back all the way to a big puffy vest and layers and all that stuff. Yeah, when the sun goes down in the mountain. All right. Oh yeah, so here's another one that hasn't been on the set list in a while. Yeah, for no other reason than maybe because it's on the bottom of the list of songs without a capo, and I just start at the top and I just never get down to the bottom. I don't know, something like that. But well, here it is now. This is brings up the question: did that D stand for disembarkation? Measuring the winter's length by the burn marks on the backs of my hands. Washing my hair with Grandpa's pine tar, rinsing it out with apple cider vinegar. Though the smell, it makes me nauseous. The rules of a typical bender. Days to weeks and hours, a year and a half week. Glass bottles clink and I was face first in the ocean. Seeing several minds bob just beneath the surface. What a convoluted way to say helping you still helps me. Making a simple link with the creosote of the wood stove pie. Add some flood water and it goes black, like the blood blister on my right pointer finger. That's big. Writing a ransom letter to myself, a hostage kept until we reach self-accountability. I I can turn that flower right down to ash. Once all the to-dos had become to done. What a convoluted way to say helping you still helps me. There's always room for two. On the big day you fell on alone. Apply pressure on each other's wounds. There's always room for two. On the bed that you fell on alone. Apply pressure on each other's wounds. We held out that second note twice as long. I took a really big breath before that, and I got to where I was normally starting to fade, where I'd give out and switch to the next guitar part, and I'm like, I still got a lot of air in that sucker, so we sent it. Why not, man? Why not? Yeah, so I had a family get together yesterday. We had a clam bake. And we ate a lot of clams. There was a lot of food. I love food. I tend to like eating and cooking. And it was nice. I got to see my cousins, aunt, uncle, all that fun. Got to see good Granny. Granny. We don't have any Granny songs on the list today. I don't think. But we do have. We got this new song. Newish. This one's Cheryl. There's a demo out there. If you want to give a listen to that on the YouTube. Yeah, just to kind of where I was idea-wise for the parts, and then I like to do that quick. Like those, I do that in a few hours, and then I come back to them maybe a year, sometimes later, whenever I'm planning to do a more heavier recording of it. And it's always super neat to see where they were. If things need to change, things need to be added. Be like, I don't need a bass line in there anymore. Stuff like that. It's just cool, you know, cool stuff. My first wife, phrase implies another one, but not for my life. Leave me alone to die like a swan on the ponds. Mother collecting iron, so propping open doors and stubbing foot on, flattening chipmunk skulls as an awful child. My friends, they seem to die every day. If you'd be my new one, I'd happily be yours too. As for my friends that die every day, if you'd be my new one, I'd happily be yours too. Bones, scrape barrel, laugh twice and spit in it. And Bible spoons of bourbon each night. Granny taking tablespoons of bourbon each night. Let's pin this all together, split hairs and count twice. Seems like maternal side can also play it nice. Pick and choose your family feuds, I'll steer here all night. For my friends, they seem to die every day. If you'd be my new one, I'd happily be yours too. As for my friends, they seem to die every day. If you'd be my new one, I'd happily be yours too. That chord rings out so well. It's a G sharp minor. No, F sharp minor. I'm just saying. Water. Shot a man because he stole my water. If anyone can tell me that song in the comments, you get brownie points. I'll mail you a sticker. Yeah, I guess we're kind of late in the broadcast, but if you're still here and you haven't joined the chat, come say hello. Come say hello. I don't know what side it is. But yeah, it seems, I don't know how algorithms work for YouTube, but it seems like the more of you that are engaged in that chat, the more folks it shows that there's a live video going on. And I don't know how it works, so even if it's just throwing an emoji, a little emoji, emoticon, whatever you want to rip wrong, even that, it helps, and I don't know why. But yeah, or say hello. Ask how your day's going, and I'll answer for you. Wait, we can ask each other how our days are going. How about that? But as always, thank you folks so much for being here. It really means a lot. I always look forward to these. I would spend my days wandering through the woods with you. All our evenings spent watching the moon roll over Dunham's Bay. Our sugar balls full of sand and our seconds fall so sweet. Invoke sweet from nothing, let the nectar slowly drip. We go pawing through the earth to find little bits of feet. Our hands so caked in dead crystals form when out to sway. I was happiness personified. Harness to the pole and let them all be your flame. All we leave behind are 2 shovels and a pair of trees. So when we timely die, we'll then arise, the trees of gleam. In every season, spring, we'll let out our little seeds. In a few rings down the line, they'll have seedlings, we'll stomp them out. Black thistle seed on stiff, stale snow. Bird songs of fairy tales, both age before they grow. A raven finds shiny things, non-denominational wedding rings. Chased by sparrows, confused for crows, found 2 circles of metals below. Phalange bones with water stains, tortoise-shelled eyeglass frames. Wasn't for need of sexual greed, was reflection, compulsion indeed. The way the crow flies, the raven flies too. Dumpster-sized stories and tales of the 2. Grandma Quarks had the pleasure of told tales of humans who sung of love. Particular one would start each night of the lovers who acknowledged flight. Flora and fauna they personified, beneath the trees of we their bones now lie. It was mid-flight before it dawned on him, the pair of rings belonged to them. They made it quite clear not to mourn or adore, some back at his wings and made it by more. With a kick and a scratch and a whip of his wings, soil filled in with more than the rings. Black thistle seed on stiff, stale snow. Bird songs of fairy tales, both age before they grow. Cool, that was a nice groovy take on both of those. Yeah, I feel like hell yeah, well, I reckon when I first wrote Violets Are Violet, it was more slower like that. Not that it gets super fast now, but I guess I lean into whatever I've been playing around before the songs. And if we're just on a blowing steam, we're going quick, like a big old train coming down the tracks. Violets Are Violet may go a little quicker. And I know we've definitely done the Woodland Critters sing songs about you fast as heck. I think even the demo is fast. One fast demo. All right, drink some water. Can't help but smile at the smell of my burning teeth. It'll stay in my nose for more than a few days. Mustache metamorphosed into a beautiful moth. Celebrate, I have my wife. Braid my hair up so tight. Finish her off with a June-time bow and a little bit of post-marital. I've been self-medicating since I was in my teens for an undiagnosed bipolar 1 disorder. Fuck it, man, I'm calling up the talk on the morning. Rightly fitted me 2 months before they could see me. Lady laughed and slyly said, how about 2 o'clock? If I can make it until then, I know I can be a better man. I know I can, I know I can. We watch the steps and still we fall. We think we soar above it all. 2 for 1, we conquer all. We fix our faults, we have them all. I've passed 5 college-level chem classes. I understand simple chemical imbalance. Session depressionist is heavy thumbed. Let's get on dolphins and tin, my wife said to me. More or less what you made it past 30. Let's see why your check engine's on. Watch the steps until we fall. We pinky soar above it all. 2 for 1, we conquer all. We fix our faults, we have them all. Never visited a grave, and I know I never will. So in life, I appreciate until I'm sure you suffocate. called home. There's a past castle. Walks the hornet's nest roll. Affixed to the west side of the white cement block wall, with a limestone stone throw at that blender my thoughts. I'd never visited a grave, and I know I never will. So in life, I appreciate until I'm sure you suffocate. Cut the throat of a turtle quail, crush the neighborhooded rats. Let's compare child choice. You have a roof over your head. Built a bridge of asbestos twine, watched a fella burning it down. Asbestos for maternal line. The suffix dies with my name. A tadpole's tale, a tale to be told. Tincture of time, best slime of their soul. Burn upon drives till the frog its croak. And sadness is a water wick, soil so defeated. Spent too long in the shade, pinning happiness to sunny days. Let the cloud take credit for mine, so I built me a weather machine that runs itself help in my esteem. Germinate for yourself. Tree that roots, I swear it helps to feel the field with love and care. It starts to settle, then you go from there. Germinate for yourself. Send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. My smile splits a shell. Ladybugs, they fill my sill. Bleached white in the sun. Sea stars and daughters, microscopic lovers. I was seeing, we've been having hundreds of them in here, ladybugs. And up the mountain at my mother's, and it was around this time that I wrote this, probably 2, 3, 4 years ago, something like that. I was seeing if for yourself. Shoot out roots, I swear it helps to fill a field with loving care. It starts with self, then you go from there. Germinate for yourself. Send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. If my basement begins to flood, well, I'll pump it out. Runoff quenching my peach tree with a similar soak to narcissus. Puddle jumping, I quiver. Not too fond of sinking, nor can I swim that well, but the weather machine is a submersible in a landlocked lake in a swimming pool, glass of gin and a drip of drool. Germinate for yourself. Shoot out roots, I swear it helps to fill a field in loving care. It starts with self, then you go from there. Germinate for yourself. Send the rain to mental health. You start to smile, you start to glow. You spread it now, so we can sow. So we can sow. So we can sow. Yeah, there we have it. That felt like a really good one. That was a good one. So yeah, trying to think if there's any other announcements. I don't think so. I sent out a newsletter last week, a handful of days. So if you want more newsletter stuff, the place I'm using no longer sends out a welcome message like they used to. I gotta figure that out. Like once someone would sign on, they would get like, thanks for signing up, and it was something I wrote. But now it's like I gotta pay a bunch of money for them to do that, and they used to just do it for free. They like bait and switched me, so all the same, you can sign up for that on josephbest.com. I don't send out too many; it's not annoying, and when I do, they're short and sweet. They're nothing crazy, but yeah. So stay in the loop there. And until then, I'll see some of you folks on Wednesday on Patreon for our midweek meetup, and the rest of you, I'll see you next week. But yeah. Bye, folks. Thank you.
I was engaged.